Hi YouTube! It has been literally so long since I've done a YouTube video. I have been super busy. I have several updates to give you guys. So one is the reason I've been so busy is I started a new job here in Virginia in Williamsburg. I am a co-teacher in a classroom with another teacher, and we teach self-contained autism. We have about 7 students, and we have 2 students that are remote, and so that has been taking up lots of my time. I leave the house at about, about 7:15. I'm supposed to leave about 7:15. Sometimes I leave at 7:30, and I don't get home sometimes until like 5:30. And then when I get home, I'm also lesson planning and doing the laundry and taking care of the dogs and doing the dishes, clean up anything I didn't get to clean up the night before or before I left. Um, Sometimes my husband's off. He'll be off about 2 days a week, and he'll clean up for me during the day. But on days that he has to work too, it's a lot of cleaning up I got to do when I get home. But I am appreciative of his help though. Um, right now we are actually learning remotely because of the coronavirus. Um, I think I've talked about the coronavirus in one of my videos of how it affected me. I lost my best friend, my aunt that's like a second mom to me. She passed away from the coronavirus. I actually just had a coronavirus scare. Um, Someone I came in contact with was positive for the coronavirus, and I found out about 7 days later. On the 8th day, I went and got tested, and I am COVID-19 free. I'm free of symptoms. I'm in quarantine until Tuesday because after 14 days, the symptoms can kind of show up. So they just want to make sure that everything's okay, and I don't have any symptoms, or I'm not asymptomatic. And we're actually not going back to school until next Wednesday, and then we go about 5 days, and then it's Christmas break, and then the week after Christmas break, we're also going to be remote to give people a chance to see if maybe they've come in contact with coronavirus, or unfortunately have tested positive, and so they want to make sure that everybody's okay. And so hopefully we'll return January 11th on our regular schedule, because students with autism, I don't know how much you know about autism, they do not like to be off their schedule, and right now some of them are not doing well at home. So I'm hoping that we can continue with our schedule. I'm hoping that the vaccine comes out and people are able to take it without a lot of problems, and we get this thing under wraps and it becomes something like the seasonal flu or strep throat, so where we can just get a vaccine and people won't be dying from it, having long lasting effects. So if there's anything that you all have struggling with the coronavirus, maybe you have updates, or maybe you have some advice, you can drop it down in the comments. I would love to see that, because being a teacher during the pandemic is tough. Very, very tough. Let's see, what other updates do I have? I think you guys know that I got a new puppy. She was shown on the last video. We got a new puppy. Her name is Carly. Carly Ray Williams. She is the first dog me and my husband have purchased together, and she is a fireball. She's wild. She's sassy. She's very sassy. She knows what she wants and she goes after it. It's like a little mini me and a dog. I feel like I have parts of me in each dog. Like Brody, he has problems with his ears. I've had 6 ear surgery. He's also shy. Axel, he's very, very sweet, and a lot of people tell me that I'm sweet. And then Carly, she's super sassy, and I think that's like the part of me that is in her. I think that's about it about the updates. So it's another subject I've been wanting to talk about for like probably 2 months now, but it's kind of a touchy subject for me. So we decided that we were going to start a family. Probably like we pretty much said that we were going to start a family about 2 months ago. We kind of are like going back and forth for about the last 6 months, because we we're just now coming up on our 11th month of marriage, and we were kind of just going back and forth, and we didn't want to get like plan to have a baby too soon because I was actually born. See, I want to get this right. I was born 9 months after my parents got married, and it's it's just that we wanted to have time for ourselves too, just like us individuals and us as a couple, because a baby is a lot of work, obviously. Um, and it changes the dynamic of your marriage, and sometimes that can be positive and sometimes that can have negative effects. But I mean, a baby's also always a blessing. But we decided to start a family, like set like, yes, we definitely want to do this, like 2 months ago. And we decided that we weren't going to like track ovulation or say we have to do this on set days. um I mean, God created sex, so obviously we was like, we're gonna have like sex on certain days. um we just kind of like, we're gonna have fun with it. um we're going to or we're just not gonna put like a lot of pressure on ourselves. And like the very first, I think, okay, maybe like 3 months ago, I think we did like really, really try. And when you're in health class, just a disclaimer: God created sex. We all know where babies come from. So, like in health class, they tell you, oh, if you have sex this one time, you're gonna get pregnant. Or a lot of people in the church, they say, oh, if you just look at a boy, you're gonna be pregnant. My mom told me, she's like, if you get pregnant, then you're leaving the house and like all that. But she didn't really mean it. But like, it's not that easy. It's not easy at all, especially if you're trying to do it. Now, like, there's times when people aren't really trying and not really think about it, and just like, oh yeah, it happens. My Ben tells me the story of all the time about this couple that decides to go adopt a baby, and then like 2 days later they find out they're pregnant. And they have like these two kids, like one adopted and one's a biological, at the same age. But like when you want to do it, it seems like it's like hard. And so we tried like really, really, really tried like 3 months ago. And when I found like what okay, this is what happened. So my periods are regular, like every month. So I'm going all over the place, but like 7 or 8 years ago, I started birth control because of a cyst on my left ovary, and I was on it for 7 years. And so December of 2019, my doctor was like, because what happened was when I got on birth control, my periods weren't regular because you don't ovulate on birth control. And so my doctor was like, of last year, similar like a year ago, she said, do you want to get off of the birth control to see if your periods go back regular? I said, yeah. I want to do that because I've been wanting to get off of it for a long time, because for me it caused like a lot of bloating. It caused me to gain a little bit of weight. I mean, some you guys are probably like, well, you can't tell, but yeah, it did cause me to gain like a lot of water weight. It made me feel like I was almost on my period all the time, just without the period, and I didn't like that. And so I got off of it, and I had my first regular period in the next month. Yeah, I did. So like as soon as I got off of it, I started my periods, and they've been regular from December all the way up until the month we like really, really tried. And so my period was 5 days late. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I could be pregnant. But no, like 5 days later, the period came, and I was devastated because obviously one of the signs of pregnancy is a missed period. And so I thought that we could have been pregnant, and so I was devastated. And the month after, I was like, I ain't even gonna think about it. Um, I'm done. I was just, because I was like, well, yeah, it would happen on the first try, but no, it didn't. And so like my period came early the next month, and then it came late, and then it came early, and it came late, and so I flip flop, and so I never know when like I'm ovulating or anything. So this last month, we didn't really like try. We just kind of let things happen. Obviously, I'm not pregnant. So we're just, I don't know. People are saying that it's gonna happen when it happens. I just always wanted kids young because, like, my parents were in their late 30s when they had me, and I am forever grateful for them. And I feel like because I had older parents, I'm wise, so there's benefits, but there's also risk factors. Like my mom, she had preeclampsia with me, and like the risk factors for preeclampsia is it's your first pregnancy, you're African American, your mom had it when she was pregnant with you, and you're all like 35 or older. So right now I have 3 risk factors for preeclampsia, and then if I'm 35 and older when I have my first child, it'll be 4 risk factors. So if I can prevent having a child after 30, I mean like my first child after 30, that would be beneficial. So as of right now, I definitely will not have a child at 25. I'll be at least 26 and over. So just pray for us that, Ben's a lot more patient than I am. But just pray for me that I can be patient, and when it does happen, it'll be God's will, and I won't be anxious like the whole time, because I am a very anxious person. And I think that's another reason why God may be like, maybe you need to wait a little bit, because when I did take the COVID test, my heart rate went up to like 128 beats per minute because I was so nervous because I thought it was going to hurt. So that may be it too. He just wants to see, like, have me kind of learn how to deal with my stress better and anxiety better. And then just pray for us as a couple that we'll continue to put God first. We're coming up on our first year of marriage. I'm excited about that. 2020 has been crazy. A lot of health problems, a lot of health scares with Ben and losing a family member. So just keep us in your prayers, and hopefully one day we'll have an announcement that we are expecting. I'll be so happy. Just pray for us in our journey, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas, happy holidays. If I don't have another video before then, thanks, YouTube.